Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel, or I should welcome myself as well. I know I posted just a video a few days ago, but another week has gone by since I posted, I actually filmed that video. I have been wanting to film this haul for a long time. These boxes have been sitting and waiting for me to open them, and I have just been waiting until I feel okay to do so. I have a lot of books here to unpack and go through. I don't even remember what I ordered. It was my birthday last month, so I was like, I'm gonna buy loads of books for myself because no one else was going to. And then I didn't even open any of them because I've been so ill, and it's just been one of those months. So I'm feeling a little bit better. A little bit, just a little bit. I even have the Illumicrate here because I signed up for Illumicrate. And it's arrived. It's been here for a week. I have not opened it yet. I don't know what's inside here, and I refuse to watch any videos about spoilers and everything. So I'm excited because I've never received one before. I've got one little book here, Lonesome, on its own. I've got another one here. Haven't opened these two Amazon boxes. I am just ready to go. Look at what books I've got and just start making sure that I read them. So let's start with the book that's just up top here. I have seen a couple of booktubers now talk about this book, and I was like, oh, that sounds really fun. So this is a YA novel, and I have been trying to avoid buying anything that's YA just because I'm not sure if it's going to be my cup of tea. However, this sounds really interesting. This is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, and it's about these witches that have I think they can manipulate the seasons, or there's something about the seasons, and I think there's a romance in this. I honestly don't know. It sounded very fall autumn and it, not that it's fall autumn here at all, because it is honestly scorching hot 30-degree weather, and we're in we're getting close to midway through October now, and it feels like summer still. So I don't know if we're going to get any autumn vibes soon, but I don't know. I wanted to pick this up just for myself. I like kind of witchy books. I think I like witchy books, and I thought this sounded really good, so I wanted to try it. Let's open this one. This one's all by itself. Okay, this is The Whistling. So I do have a few spooky books that I am trying to read, but I wanted to pick up some more. So I think this is another one. This is by Rebecca Netley. Honestly, do not recall what it's about. So basically it's about Elspeth, who goes to a Scottish island to become a nanny for a young child. However, she learns that there's something mysterious going on. There's hypnotic lullabies, strange dolls. There's something going on here. I'm not going to read too much into it. If you can hear it, it's already too late. Ooh, spooky vibes indeed. So I got that one. Thought that one sounded fun. I think let's go into... I think I know what this one is. This one? Let's go into Illumicrate, because honestly, first time, I do not know what's in this book. I don't know what's in this box at all. I think I've already paid for the next month, but obviously if I'm disappointed in this, I might cancel the November one. So this is the September one. And obviously it looks like this, and the piece of paper just fell. So the theme is My Last Breath, and we've got all this information in here, which I can look at in another time. Yeah, this box comes with a bunch of stuff, right? I feel like it comes with a bunch of stuff. So the first thing we have here is this, and I don't know what this is. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so this is for holding hot bowls of soup or stew. You put it on here, and it's it looks like a flower kind of. Honestly, super weird thing to get. Then we've got some magnets here. So this is what the magnet is like. I'm not entirely sure I like this. It says, "In the window, kissed by death." And you've got this lady here, and then death behind her. Maybe. It's kind of cute. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't know what I'm doing. We've got this, which is open. And this is... Ooh. This is cute. This is cute. This is like a little what you put like a flower, like I would assume you'd put like a rose or a flower in here. This is set, it says a tale of gothic romance, and it's got love stories that will haunt your dreams. Probably giving me a hint as to what the book is, but I'm clueless, so I do not know. Okay, then we've got another box here that looks like a book, but it's not a book. It says, if we were villains, piece your own story. Oh, it's a puzzle! I'm not sure if I'll do this one puzzle because usually if I do puzzles, I like to put it up on the wall. But yeah, I might just end up decorating my bookshelf with this instead. Then we've got this, which I do not know what it is. I'm like the worst at opening these boxes. I don't know what this is. Okay, and then the book here. We finally have the book. Ooh, what is this book? Okay, so this is by Ava Reid, A Study in Drowning. Oh. Okay, it's obviously a hardback. It's got some sprayed edges. You've actually got like the book spooling as well, so that's quite nice. Okay, you've got some design inside as well on the end pages. It's the same picture on the back, and then we've got Ava Reid here as well. It definitely looks like dark academia / fantasy romance. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll definitely read this at some point. I'm really into my romances and my romantasy books. Sadly, I think I've just like dived into that world. So who knows? I might like this. This might be YA. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really mind. Oh, it's signed. Look at that. Oh, this is actually a signed copy, which is quite cool as well. Ooh, let me just look at the hardcover. Oh, the hardback is so much nicer than the cover. Look at this. I think this is so much nicer. Definitely dark academia. Let's go for this one. It's heavy, but it seems a little smaller than the other one. Because I have been reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas, and I only have one book left, I figured I'll try one of her other series. So I went ahead and I got this massive set, which is the Throne of Glass set, which, oh my goodness, it's what, 8 books? That's a crazy amount. But yeah, I've got this whole massive thing. Got sort of the back piece there. I don't like these cardboard sort of boxes. I'll probably just take these out and organize it how I want. But yeah, we've got all of them here. I'm not going to take them out right now because you're probably aware of what these are anyway. But I just figured, let me just try it. Why not? I enjoyed A Court of Thorns and Roses for the most part. Not all the books are amazing, but there were obviously some standouts. And I enjoyed Reese. I did in Mist and Fury. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, I've been seeing this book everywhere, which is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It just looked really, really cute and cozy. It's a romance. I think it's a little spicy from what I know. Pumpkin spice, it's gotta have a little spice to it, right? So I've just seen this jump and become very popular very recently. So I thought I would pick it up, and it's the perfect time of year to read a full type book. So that one I'm excited about. Okay, so straight away here I have Hooked, which is a reimagining of Peter Pan. It's like this like romance novel. I'm slightly embarrassed that I bought this, but honestly I was like, let me just try it. I think I got her other ones too. This is by Emily McIntyre, and I think she has a bunch of these. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I got more. Or maybe I just decided to try the one. I'm not entirely sure. But I just thought, oh gosh, I think this is like a little bit of a dark romance. I'm not entirely sure. It's only got, what, 400 pages. I thought it'd be like a fun read. I'm in that mood. No judgment, no judgment. And then we've got Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. So I read The Serpent and the Wings of Night or something. I never get the title right, but I read that recently, and that's all about vampires. And I think it's got me in the mood to read more like vampire romances. So I saw this and I was like, ooh, is this gonna be fun? So you've got like, it says 3 powerful alluring vampire men and 1 queen to rule them all. I think this is another like dark romance. Might be again one that's somewhat embarrassing to admit that I'm reading, but I picked this one up. Okay, and then I picked Leech, which goes back to the spooky vibes. Like I want to read more like horrors and stuff, and I believe this is a horror. This is by Hiron Ennis, And this one is two enemies are at war within the human body. In an isolated chateau, the Baron's only doctor is found dead. The Interprovincial Medical Institute immediately sends a replacement, but when the new physician investigates, it seems the doctor was hosting a parasite. I won't read any more, but there's obviously some weird stuff going on, and I really like the covers, so I was like, ooh, this looks good and sounds good. Next up, I got The Nesting, which is more like a spooky one as well. This is by C.J. Cook, and this one is House stands alone in the woods, deep in the forest of Norway. Lexi finds a fresh start with Tom and his two young daughters working as their new nanny. The darkness creeps closer. So again, I'm not going to talk too much about that, but yeah, I think this is going to be another spooky one as well. Okay, then I got Twisted Love. I was gonna get all of her other ones. This is by Ana Juan, but I just thought, no, let me just get the one. I don't need to buy all of them. I think she's got 5 or 6 of these. So I thought, let's try Twisted Love first. It's the one that pops up the most. And it's just a love story, right? It's a romance. It's a dark romance. Well, maybe it's not even a dark romance. It's just one of these easy to read romances. I'm just gonna see what it's like. All right, this is a huge book. I got Mile High. I didn't expect it to be so huge and floppy. Very, very big book, very chunky. This is by Liz Tomford. And I think again, I almost got the second one, but I decided not to. Yeah, it's not in there. I decided not to, even though I think it's supposed to be even better than this one. I just thought, let me give it a go. Instead of buying everything, all series, which, you know, I just bought the Sarah Maas Throne of Glass, so I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, but I'm trying to be a little bit better and smarter. So I thought, let me just buy this one first, see what if I like the writing style. And then if I do, I can always buy the second one. Okay, and then more like fantasy romance, I got Foul Lady Fortune. I'm not entirely sure if I did the right thing by buying this one, but this is by Chloe Gong. And it sounded really interesting, like assassin, immortal, spy, 1931, Shanghai. Ever since Rosalind Lang was saved from the brink of death, she doesn't sleep or age. It can heal from any wound. In short, Rosalind cannot die. And then there's more. I just think this sounded really interesting, and I liked that it was set in 1930s in Shanghai. I don't know. I just thought like the whole thing just sounded really interesting for me to read. So I picked this one up. And then I've got The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, which I've seen a few people that I watch on BookTube like rave about, not only the author, but this particular book. All right, so I have moved you slightly because I ran out of battery and I've had to plug it in because I just want to get through the video and not have to wait until my camera charges. So anyway, yeah, what I'm talking about, this one, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So basically I think it's about a woman who agrees to a bargain to live forever, but the downfall is that no one will remember her, and I think it's quite sad and poignant, and she like lives on for like 300 years or whatnot or whatever. So I thought that this sounded really interesting and different to everything else that I've picked up, so I wanted to try this one. All right, and then we've got Things We Left Behind from Lucy Score. I've seen this book and her other books everywhere recently as well, even on Bookstagram, and I just got fed up seeing it. I'm like, okay, fine, I will try it. So again, another romance book. This is huge, and I knew it was going to be huge, and I think a lot of people were like, this doesn't need to be so huge. You know what? I actually picked up her other books. I also got Things We Never Got Over and Things We Hide from the Light. All right, really quickly, because my battery still wants to die, even though it's plugged in, 2 more books that I got, which is Glint and Gild from Raven Kennedy. And I think one of these is the first one, one's the second one. Again, I think there are probably 4 or 5 books. I just got the first 2 just to see if I liked them. So these are romance fantasies. And I think it's about a girl who is trapped by this king, and I don't know, there's something going on with it. I'm not entirely sure what happened. So I'm gonna love you and leave you. I have to go. My cameras just keeps dying. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you liked the video, and I'll see you another time. Bye.